It's not the howling wind across the ocean. It's the moment when everything can spiral out of control in just seconds. What is truly more dangerous? A raging storm, or the very creatures humans are trying to conquer? On the surface that seems so calm, every voyage is a gamble. And in this journey, you will witness moments where courage and luck must go hand in hand just to keep life intact. In the vast ocean, the confrontation with a marlin begins. A creature with a long, spear-like bill charges forward with speed and power that demands respect. When pulled close to the boat, it thrashes violently, slamming the water as if trying to shatter everything around it. One mistimed move, and anyone nearby could be thrown off instantly. In moments like this, staying calm is no longer a choice. It is a matter of survival. A S-night falls off the coast of Taiwan. A high-risk fishing method begins. Sulfur flames flare up, illuminating the sea like a blazing stage. The light draws in schools of fish, but it also turns the boat into a floating hazard in the middle of the ocean. One small mistake, and the fire can spread out of control, turning everything into disaster within seconds. Danger doesn't always come from the catch. Sometimes the ocean itself is the most terrifying opponent. On the Bering Sea, massive waves crash straight onto the deck, rocking the vessel like a leaf in a storm. The surface becomes slick, water floods everywhere, while traps weighing dozens of kilograms must still be hauled up at the right moment. Every step is a test of balance, and every mistake can cost a life. In another region, under the scorching sun off the coast of India, fishermen plunge straight into the water to guide schools of fish into the nets. No life vests, no safety lines, only skill and experience. Beneath the murky surface, they face powerful currents and the unpredictable movement of the fish. On the boat, all eyes watch in silence until the heavy net is finally pulled up, carrying both the catch and a collective sigh of relief. In Alaska, dense fog reduces visibility to nearly zero. Boats must rely on faint signals to cast their nets, while everything around them fades into a ghostly white haze. But when the nets are hauled in, hundreds of salmon shimmer and thrash across the deck, a well-earned reward for perseverance in such brutal conditions. Not only on the surface, the ocean floor is a world of risks as well. Off the Arafura Sea, pearl divers plunge into deep, dark waters. They tie weights to their bodies to descend faster, enduring crushing pressure and limited oxygen. In the darkness, a single mistake can mean never returning. Yet they continue, trading it all for precious oysters after hours of searching through the cold seabed. Dawn off the coast of Java, another confrontation begins, this time with a tiger shark. A fishing line stretching for kilometers is hauled in by hand, and beneath the deep water, a creature weighing nearly half a ton thrashes with immense power. Its sheer strength forces multiple men to work together, yet even then, bringing it aboard remains an immense challenge. In frozen seas, danger takes on another form. Men drill through thick ice to catch king crabs. The cold cuts through the skin. The surface is dangerously slick, and just one wrong step could make them vanish beneath the dark water instantly. Here, the enemy is not the creatures below, but the unforgiving environment itself. It's not just isolated confrontations. Sometimes the ocean creates spectacles beyond imagination. Tens of thousands of fish are driven into the net, forming a massive, shifting body beneath the water. When the net is lifted, the entire deck is flooded with shimmering silver, like a living stream of metal surging across everything. And then, when a colossal creature appears on the deck, when the ocean momentarily yields victory, it is more than just a result. It is a reminder that the sea always holds forces beyond control, both magnificent and terrifying. Which moment impressed you the most? Leave your thoughts below, and don't forget to follow for more dramatic stories from the ocean. Not every vessel that leaves the harbor is destined to return. Each year, tens of thousands of fishermen disappear into icy waters, where winds howl like blades and waves rise like towering walls. For them, the ocean is not just a means of making a living. It is a gamble for survival. And sometimes, the reward is great enough to make every risk feel worth it. In 2025, the snow crab industry alone reached over 150,000 tons, generating hundreds of millions of dollars in value. Ships carrying 5,000 traps, hundreds of meters of nets, and thousands of liters of fuel plunge straight into the brutal winter, where every journey is a one-way path. Work begins at 3 a.m. and lasts nearly 20 hours, amid the constant howl of wind and the clash of metal. A single slip can pull someone into hauling systems weighing several tons. On ice-covered decks, injuries are almost unavoidable.
On the icy deck, 1,400 pounds of steel and crab.
That's gonna be the last part.
In crab fishing, two primary methods are used. Bottom trawling sends nets hundreds of meters deep, dragging along the seafloor for nearly an hour, with each haul bringing up more than 150 crabs. But it comes with tense moments when retrieving nets in heavy seas. More complex is the trap system, lowered to depths beyond 1,000 meters, marked with buoys, and left on the seabed for days. When returning, simply pulling the lines up from that depth can take over 10 minutes. Right on deck, crabs are sorted immediately, kept alive in cold water, or packed on ice to maintain quality before the cycle begins.
Look at that.
Not just crab, winter is also peak season for tuna, one of the species accounting for more than half of global production. Massive purse seine nets are deployed like a closing trap in the open ocean, enclosing entire schools across areas spanning dozens of hectares. When the right moment comes, the net is tightened like a giant bag, preventing fish from diving deep to escape. With radar and sonar, vessels can detect schools from afar. But when multiple ships target the same school, tension rises instantly. A single mistake, a collision at sea, can cause losses of millions of dollars.
Protected areas, MPAs, where fishing is not allowed to preserve biodiversity.
Alongside modern technology, traditional methods that demand remarkable endurance still exist. Fishermen stand along the sides of the vessel, continuously casting and hauling tuna up with their bare hands. The work repeats for hours, amid strong winds and heavy waves. In return, this is one of the highest paying jobs, where persistence is rewarded. In another part of the ocean, octopus becomes a source of enormous profit. A successful trip can bring in nearly $1 million in just a few days. Traps are linked in a long chains, drop hundreds of meters deep, and left for days. When hauled up, fishermen must work non-stop, removing octopus, rebaiting, and redeploying immediately. On board, they are carefully sorted to prevent larger ones from attacking each other. However, danger is always present. Deep bites, swollen hands, and bodies exhausted after hours of continuous labor. Not all seafood requires brute strength to harvest. Oysters, with millions of tons produced annually, are collected using dredging nets that sweep directly along the seafloor. This method delivers high productivity, but also carries risks: cracked shells, reduced quality, and damage to the seabed environment. In the past, overfishing has caused entire industries to collapse, leaving behind costly lessons about the limits of the ocean.
Destination the very next day.
We go out and get whatever.
Lobster, one of the most valuable seafood species, is a story of endurance. Each trap weighs dozens of kilograms, and a single vessel may haul hundreds each day. The work continues through cold nights on slippery decks. Just one delayed moment, one wrong step, the consequences can be severe. Increasingly harsh weather reduces yields, placing heavy economic pressure on every fisherman. But on the other side of the world, industrial fleets operate like floating factories at sea. In Russia, pollock, cod, and herring are harvested on a scale of millions of tons each year. Mid-water trawls, miles-long long lines, and advanced sonar systems work together to precisely locate fish schools. When the nets are pulled up, hundreds of thousands of fish flood the deck, their silver bodies glistening under the light. They are immediately sorted, processed, and frozen on board, preserving freshness before reaching port. Whether it is snow crab, tuna, octopus, or lobster, every ton of seafood is the result of thousands of hours of labor under extreme conditions. Sleepless nights, unspoken injuries, and decisions made in life and death moments amid the storm. The ocean is always generous, but never easy. And the question remains, can humanity continue to harvest without pushing the seas to their ultimate limit or not?